2012, the pay was good. They was doing a good job. And 2013, they began cutting the pay when all the drivers joined them. So they began cutting the pay.
Right.
2014, we see this is not working. And a lot of people who joined them, company began terminating them.
So. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Creative Hustle podcast show. On this show, I bring you the movers and shakers of here, Seattle, Washington, big community leaders in our community, and people you must know in case you're lacking on social and economic policies in Washington State. Today, I have the privilege of my brother. I've known him for a few years. He's originally from South Sudan, Africa to the world. My brother is a community leader and the current president of the drivers union. I'm talking Uber and Lyft in Washington State. And he'll also tell us other roles that he plays in Washington State. Welcome to the show, Mr. Peter. Is Peter Kuel?
Peter Kuel, yes.
Quill.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. How are you doing, bro?
I'm good.
How do you say hi in Sudanese? South Sudan?
In South Sudan, I say Male. Malmegoa.
Malmegoa. All right, Malmegoa, everybody. Oh, man. Thank you, man, for making time, brother. We've been trying to do this for a while. I know you're a busy man.
Thank you. I really appreciate and happy to be with you today.
Appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. Goodbye. My name is Peter Kuel. I work as the president of Drivers Union. This organization been formed while we began this thing in 2014, all the way down. Have it approved to be an organization instead of Seattle in 2019 and Washington State organization 2022. So I'm working here as a president of Drivers Union. What we do is supporting drivers, people like Uber and Lyft drivers that get terminated for a reason or no reason, for them to have a protection and for them to have, benefit and also raise their pay. So our work we deal is for these gig workers, supporting them to, to have a dignity in what they do and respect. Yes.
Correct. Can you share with us the journey? I'm from Kenya. South Sudanese dreamer coming all the way from South Sudan to come and lead such a big company here in Washington State. Can you share with us your journey from South Sudan, just briefly, to Seattle?
Briefly, I came to U.S. in 2003. So I came as a refugee. Sudan has been in war for quite a long time. Went to Egypt. I came to U.S., went to the state of Iowa, lived there for 5 years. In 2008, I moved to Washington State. And I work and have a company, taxi cab company, and also drive for taxi cab company. I drive here in Washington State for others company, and then went on app my taxi cab. And then in 2012, Uber and Lyft came to our state. So the taxi cab company lost business
because of Uber
and Lyft, and then we joined them because if you have to join somebody who is
moving faster.
So we joined them. First, our drivers joined them when we don't have no employees. You have like a 3 or 4 car or 2. You don't have nobody that helping driving all those cars. We shut down the company. We joined them. We become drivers for them, and then 2012, the pay was good. They was doing a good job. And 2013, they began cutting the pay when all the drivers joined them. So they began cutting the pay. 2014, we see this is not working. And a lot of people who joined them, company began terminating them. So reducing the pay. At the same time, we see this is not what we thought was the thing we are joining. So then we began searching for where we can get help. So we find Teamster, the local 117, is a local union that's been there for quite a long time. And we tell them our history. We tell them we need help, for these issues. Our 3 issues: the benefit termination for the
drivers,
for work, for drivers, and also for the pay rate. So we join them and we tell them we need your help, need support. First, 2015, we have our first law in Washington, here in Seattle, in Washington State, collective bargaining. So when that collective bargaining was passed, it was amazing. Everyone was feel good. And then when the company realized that it's supposed to go to effect in 2016, they went file a lawsuit against the city of Seattle. And that law did not go anywhere because they filed a lawsuit. They put it in the court. The court have to decide whether this thing has to go to effect or not.
Yes.
So that law did not go to effect. In 2017, we have to think about what to do because the law is still there in the court. The court then decided. So 2017-18, we came up with a fair pay. That driver deserve a fair pay, driver deserve a respect, not to be terminated. And also the benefit, the same thing that we were asking before. And this law was paid. This law was passed. Our demand was passed in 2019 instead of Seattle. 2020 is supposed to go to effect. It did not go to effect because Corona popped up. 2021, it went to effect, gave us our offers here in Washington State that drivers should have protection. Drivers should get their benefit like pay sick, and also drivers should get their benefit and also raise their pay. So we're the first in a nation that have a pay raise in the United States. So first in the country to have a pay raise. And that went to effect in 2021. There was nothing. There was no problem. There was no lawsuit against the city. So, and then 2021, we went to the state. We have a law 2676 bill in Olympia, in our state capital. We presented to this. We say this law should not be the only city that has this law. This law should protect the drivers across Washington State.
Correct.
And that law was passed.
Congratulations.
Was passed in 2022. 2023, January 1st, it went to effect.
Yes.
So this law is serving now a drivers that is over 40,000 drivers.
40,000 drivers
across the
40,000, wow, a lot.
Across the state of Washington. So operating drivers is terminated or deactivated in Spokane. They will call our office. They will do their intake and do the interview. What happened and why, and the union here will send will ask the company why you terminated this guy, and they have to explain.
Yes.
Yeah, they have to explain why they did that. And we don't resolve it. We go to arbitration, and arbitration will decide that. Not us, not them, but arbitration will decide.
It's an independent party.
The defendant party is like a court. Yeah. So the arbitrator have to decide whether the driver is right or wrong. And if they find them driver is right, they have to pay for all those time.
The time off that they had.
2 years or 1 year, he has to get paid for all those things. We get some people that get $120,000.
That's big time. We're not saying we're advocating for you to get fired, okay? How did you get into this advocacy?
Well, myself, I've been a human rights advocate since 2011.
Correct.
That is what I've been doing. And also advocating for the rights of the other workers, that is very important. Labor work and human rights very much the same.
The very same thing.
Very much the same thing, but they got a different name and different status, but they are very much the same. Somebody threaten your life to kill you is the same like a certain We sustain you to terminate you from company, because if you got terminated, where are you going?
How are you going to pay your bills?
So you don't pay your bill and you will definitely die because of stress. Like when this company came, people make a suicide because
there's no way to go.
They don't have nothing to do.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a very much the same thing. I've been a human rights for 2011 to this today. Maybe I can say like 15
years.
Something like that. Yeah, that is quite a long time. I love advocacy. I love to protect people.
Social justice, economic justice.
Yes, social justice and economic justice. Yes, I love to protect people. That is one that God has given me.
That's where we are. That's the role we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we do, bro.
As coming in for the drivers union, right?
Yes.
You also have worked with different organizations. Like where we met was Washington State Coalition of African Community Leaders.
Yes.
What is the importance of collaborations between community organizations to make sure policies are passed that protects everyone?
Well, there is two things. Two coalitions that we form. Without them, it would be very difficult for us to pass the law in city of Seattle. It will be very difficult for us to have a law passed in Washington State, Olympia. So to have a coalition, it helped a lot. When we sign a coalition, it gave us all the labor organization in Washington State have to sign in. All the local organizations, including African community, have to sign in.
Good.
We have like 67 organizations that sign up.
Yeah.
Sign up and went and testify on our behalf when we go to the legislature.
Yes.
Here in Seattle and also in Olympia. So when there is a hearing, we ask them, hey, guys, you want to support us, you sign up for a coalition?
Yes.
Come and testify on our behalf. All these organizations came and they testify in front of the
Olympia.
Olympia and also in Seattle. So for us to have this law passed, all these organizations have to be in there and say, these drivers or these workers deserve support, deserve to have a law. So their testimony, plus our testimony, plus all the labor workers, all the labor's union testimony help us having this law.
Passing this law.
Yeah.
So when you say drivers union, does this include ride-share drivers? Does it include everybody in the gig economy or just drivers of Uber and Lyft?
Drivers Uber and Lyft only.
So people were doing DoorDash, all the other things. Those are different.
DoorDash, they have an organization called Working Washington. They're one supporting
just
them.
supporting them.
Yeah, but we are inclusion supporting because they're also drivers.
Yes.
We also go there when they have an issue, and we also mobilize them, helping organizing them so that they can have a protection. Same law like we have right now. We get at least deactivation protection, pay raise,
benefit. I also saw paid time off, paid time sick.
Yeah, benefit. A benefit includes sick leave, which is paid time sick leave, and also if you get let's say you get injured while you are driving, so you get a support.
Okay.
The state will support you, and for all the time that you are sick, or if somebody get killed while you are driving, working there, also your kid will be supported until they get to 18 years. And also we have a family and medical leave. So this family and medical leave will go to effect this July.
Nice.
July this year.
Beautiful.
And people have to enroll in.
Yeah.
They will get this after they get like 820 hours. 820 hours, and after they get that, then they qualify to have family and medical leave.
Yes.
Where you will have like 120 days, depending on your
needs.
Yeah, for a family, for family leave. Depending on your circumstances, also you can have maybe 180 days. So it depends on your situation. So it will be effect
good news for the driver.
Yeah, absolutely. It will be effect on July 1st. If you are a driver in Washington State.
Watch it out.
Yeah, remember, sign up on July 1st.
Sign up July 1st.
This thing will be rolled out. It will be to your inbox. Please sign up for that. Don't ignore it. So, because if you don't sign up,
you're going to miss out the window.
You are going to miss it. So you are not going to get anything. But you have to sign up. if you are a driver here in Washington State.
Oh, so this drivers union, we spoke earlier before, is it all over the country, or this is one of its kind in Washington State? Does it protect other states like Minnesota or Texas or Iowa?
This one protect only drivers in Washington State. We are not a nationwide organization.
Yeah, so this is Washington State.
Yeah, but we are working
towards that.
Toward nationwide. Yeah.
Can you please share with us what are some of the pressing issues? Because all these drivers sometimes have, they come to you with concern. Is the money going down? Is it busy? Low season, high season? What are some of the issues that rideshare drivers face in Seattle?
The big issues that drivers are facing right now is Uber or the rideshare company are overcharging the riders. They're taking unfair, a very high commission from what riders face. And also they flood the street with a lot of drivers.
So there's so many drivers, people are not making enough.
Not making enough. And also the street is not safe anymore. So for last 5 years, we lost five drivers in Washington State.
Yes.
Yesterday, I was in Poland to support the drivers in Poland to get the same service that we have here in Washington. I got that one of drivers was killed last week.
In Portland?
In Portland, Oregon. So this is the issue that facing the drivers.
And
in Washington State and also in some other states like Portland, which is our neighbor here close to us. So they're facing the same thing.
Do we have a policy in place when a family member loses their member that was working for the company? Is there compensation or nothing?
Yes, there will be a compensation. We have a law that was passed this year. That was signed this year, was passed last year, but was signed by the governor in this year, in February. So this law will be effective on the 9th of this month.
Oh, nice.
Maybe 2 days from now or 3 days. It will be effective that if somebody get injured, somebody get killed while driving, there will be a support for his family.
For the family.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can you tell us, do you see the future of gig economy or the role of unions in protecting rights of workers and rideshare drivers? Do you think we're going to expand? You've mentioned it like you wanted to go all through the state. But do you think if riders comes together all over the country, we might form a stronger union?
Absolutely. We are working toward that. We have drivers calling us across the country. They're calling us from the Oregon. They're calling us in Chicago. They invited me in 2022, June 22, I went and speak with them. And they're calling us in Minnesota. We're working, supporting them right now. They have a law available, will be effective soon. And they are calling in Colorado. They are calling in North Carolina. They're calling in Georgia. So also in California, San Francisco. So all the drivers across the country are calling. They need help. How we did this.
How you guys did it.
How we did it. And how we can help them to do the same thing like we do here. Correct. So we are working to support any group that organize themselves to fight for their rights, to fight for their dignity. We are working to support them. Yes, across the country. Yes.
Last year, on a lighter note, you hosted the first rideshare award. Was it rideshare?
Boy of Fairness for drivers. Yes.
Yeah, that was really good. You had an event here. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this become a routine every year. We have to do this. This year it will be on October 3rd, and everybody that is, whether you are a driver or you are a community members, or you are just a listener, please, we invite you on October 3rd from 11 to 3. Come and join us. It's very good. So this is the celebration of all the achievement that we have.
The whole year.
All the year. The achievement that we had for last years that we've been fighting.
Correct.
It took us like 10 years, to get into where we are here now.
Yes.
10 years or more than, 10 years. So we have to celebrate it every year or every move and step that we make. We have to celebrate that,
With the ride share right now, do you think we're moving up? You were in the taxi business already. You have that experience.
Yes.
Do you think it's moving up in terms of service to the community and service to the public? Or do you think Uber is how's business compared to taxi and Uber now? Looking at it.
Well, Uber took advantage of everything. So Uber is expanding. And the taxi cab also, they are part of our union. We bring them in also into our union. They used to be with the Teamster, Local 117, but since we have the union, Teamster is our older brother.
Yes.
We took them from them. They are part of drivers' union. All the taxi cab issues right now are handled by drivers' union. So we are all on the same page. But in terms of taxes, is getting lower. Overtook the whole business, so they don't have that.
They don't have a lot of that.
Enough business like they used before.
Correct. Yeah. So when you guys engage and reach out to policymakers about issues that concern rideshare drivers, how do they receive you guys? Are they open arms? Do you have to go through a lot? How was it from the beginning to now? Is it easier now or is it harder?
But from the beginning, what make it was always is tough. What help us a lot because we have a team that has a lobby that know from the city level to the state level.
Correct.
So they know all the politicians, they know all the lobbies that are on the other side.
Yes.
So they help us, they guide us where to go and who to meet. And we go to that person, we explain our case and they hear our case, So the Teamster lobbies are the one who helping us to navigate the city and also the state.
You are protecting the drivers. Now I'm going to approach you as the public now. How do you deal with drivers who don't follow the rules and regulations, the delinquent drivers, like the ones who, there's some cases, very few incidences, but how do you deal with disciplinary, with either theft or sexual harassment or rudeness or just all that thing that is not matching with what your policies stand for?
Yeah, the sexual harassment issue, somebody who did that is not protected by the union.
Okay.
Because if you do the sexual issue, these are called these are ineligible cases.
Ineligible
cases.
Yes.
These are, I don't know how to term it. They have a term for it, the legal term that they use for that. But
this is all criminal now.
Yeah,
this police.
Police cases. So we don't support those kind of things.
Do you immediately terminate or do you suspend?
We go through evaluation. All the legal, the rep will do the interview. And paralegal will look the case, and the lawyer will go up, will look that case, and it will be determined by all these three groups whether this case is eligible or it has a merit or no merit. So if they see that this case, this person may have done something like this, and we cannot proceed with a case that we know for sure that this person has done something wrong. So we cannot represent. Yes, we let them know, hey, your case cannot represent it because you definitely
crossed the line.
Yeah.
When you're not working, what is your day like? Your day off? Do you have family? What do you do? Watch soccer? What is your day off like? What do you do for fun, bro?
Well, fun is different, day off is a Friday day off. Maybe meeting with some friends. Go to the church on Sunday, and somebody call, hey, you want to come and hang out, or do you have a time we can meet somewhere and have some coffee or go have
lunch?
Fun? Something like that on a weekend.
Do you go to African restaurants here? Do you eat somewhere? Do you eat some lamb, goat? What do you eat?
I do lamb and goat. We have a lot of African
restaurants right here, all the way to Quill.
Yeah, in Quill, Uber restaurant and all those restaurants here, and Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro too is new. I saw it. Yeah.
So we have a lot of restaurants here. We go and meet our foggy here. Sometimes I go to the lot where a lot of drivers, like 250 drivers sitting there.
Just waiting there, yes.
So go chat with them,
Just a little bit, just calm them down.
Chat with them and That some folk also need help. So
Yeah.
I go and help. Even though I know I'm
you just, yeah. I appreciate you for doing that. I spoke to the owners of some of the restaurants here, and they said one of their biggest economy movers are the drivers.
Right.
They eat their lunch every day.
Right.
Like that's, if they were not there, that some of those businesses would not
be closed. Absolutely.
Yeah, those guys. So you guys are controlling a lot of the economy here in Tukula.
Absolutely. Those on the Pacific.
Yeah.
Pacific
Highway,
and International Boulevard. So the drivers that sit there in the lot, so they eat there.
They have to.
They line breakfast because so many drivers that sit in that airport area.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I have two more questions.
Okay.
So June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Right? So a lot of these drivers, I know a lot of percentages are men driving.
Right.
Beautiful.
Right.
I love, by the way, a lot of women are joining the team.
Right.
I saw them there pulling their cars in there. I love it. But for the men, right? How do you help or advise drivers who are going through something? We spoke about suicide earlier, about their mental health. When business is slow, how to handle families. As an immigrant who came here, some of them might not even know how to handle conflict resolution.
Right.
How do you guys come in and play a role in their mental health space?
Mental health is a huge issue. It depends, we don't have any specific thing we do think, but if you understand this person may have some mental issue, individually you give them some guidelines, encourage them about it, because people frustrated by some specific, definitely it when somebody is talking to you what he's talking about.
You can feel it.
You can feel it what he's talking about, and try to advise him on those things, cool him down on what he is thinking. So those are individual. Like I got somebody that comes here all the time and calling me all the time. So I have to handle him. But we don't have any way that we put all the drivers or give them some advice. We'll be happy to help some men in the future. Because there are a lot of people that go through all these issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever got any complaints about our women drivers at night? Everything is smooth. Other states I've heard that it's not safe for some women to drive at night for rideshare. I don't think we've had cases. I've not heard of any cases.
We have cases. We have a lady that got an issue with a driver. It's a late night driver. She picked up some people from Redmond going to Seattle. So he got into issue that he has to spray
the pepper spray.
Yeah, yeah. So we got these issues. Late night drivers, you have to pay some challenge most of the time. If you are driving, whether male or female, so you get into this situation. Yeah. And after all, he get terminated. He came to us. We have to work and put them back to work.
Put them back to work. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Now, last question. You work in your office here. I've walked around and met from Puerto Rico, Mexico, India, Japan, African American, Jamaican. As an immigrant professional, how would you advise other immigrant professionals when they step into a space like yours, public advocacy, leading unions? What's the beauty of working with others? Even your banner that you see of different people at the back.
Right.
What's the beauty of working cross-cultural because we have the same issues while you're representing a union?
When you do things and you want it to look good, it's good to have a diverse community. In this country, it's very diverse. We have all human race, that live in America. So, and for you to succeed to make it look good also, it's good that you bring different people from different races.
Races, correct.
Yes, so that it look good. And it's very helpful. We are all immigrant. We are all immigrant. We come together here. We are like family.
Correct.
And their pain and my pain are the same pain. So we work collectively, working to support one another.
Okay.
All the drivers, they come from all walk of life.
Yes.
And we support them. It's same also hiring people.
Yes.
We will do the same thing.
Everybody.
We have to bring everybody across the country or globally.
Right.
Should not be Pacific region that has employee that we bring all employee from.
Okay.
So you qualify for the job. You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah. And also we intentionally bring somebody from different because we want them to represent this area.
This area.
Yes.
Brother Peter, thank you so much for making time to do this.
Thank
again,
you.
Let us know if you have any announcements to announce. We'll come back again here and put you on camera. Let the drivers know the president is in charge. We're making sure everything is running perfectly.
Sure.
Thank you again, brother. How do you say goodbye in South Sudan?
Goodbye, Bitemal.
Bitemal.
Bitekamal.
Bitekamal.
Yes.
All right, Bitekamal, everybody.
Bitekamal.
All right, man.
Yeah.